Welcome back to the Ocean Breeze Athletic Complex here for the Northeast Conference Indoor Track and Field Championships here in 2024. Happy you decided to join us. Got the men's 800 meters to come. And we have 3 heats for the men's 800. Christian Malave, Jude Martiak, Thomas Pressner, Chris Abbey, Patrick Carreri, Nigel Baboli, Matthew Malara, and Antonio Crivero as the runners. Chris Abbey, who ran a 1:55.49, is the best seed time upon entry, along with Nigel Baboli, who has a 1:55.28. As far as the way the advancement works to the finals, the top 2 in each heat plus the next 2 best times. You got a false start. We talked about this easy. The first false start was a disqualification.
Yeah, you don't see that too much with these longer events, but it definitely does happen. Looks like there's no issue here, though.
Back underway. Again, 8 runners in each heat. It is the top 2 per heat, and then the overall next 2 best times. So top 2, maybe the top 3. Or in a particularly fast heat, we may have a top 4. And the advancement's also a little different. They are staggered runners based on position. Everybody's running the same 800, though. And out of the first lap, we got a 26.8 seconds from Christian Malave.
They're all quick.
Yeah, definitely a quick first 200. Malave wears that 1 bib on his hip. And bib number 34 from Central Connecticut. Last split coming in at 27.5. Or beg your pardon, 28.4. That would have been really fast, 27.5, but it's 28.5, not far behind. And Wagner's Nigel Baboli very much in the picture.
He wants to lead here on the bell.
Here's the bell lap. Baboli's propelled himself into first place and opening up a gap at that.
Here comes Chris Abbey, though, on the outside from CCSU.
See if Abbey can make a move. Will he overtake Malave?
He's approaching.
It is Abbey. And now can he overtake Baboli? At the finish line, it was close. It is Chris Abbey taking down Nigel Baboli. Very strong times, a 1:54.68 from Baboli, or beg your pardon, from Abbey, and from Baboli a 1:54.92. Beyond that, Antonio Crivero at a 1:55.97. That's a fast heat.
Yeah, that's just about as well as you could picture running a race from Abbey there. I mean, he got a season best, and he was hanging out toward the back most of the race, and he had a really nice finish there, overtaking Baboli.
On to heat number 2 we go. Eden Budge, who's made a name for himself, especially in recent years, is the top seed time of this group. Other top times, Ryan McCauley from Central Connecticut, a 1:56. Owen Schultz has a 1:56.7. John Flynn Jr. from St. Francis, James Moore from Sacred Heart, Jordan Leon, and Justin Rajab, and Owen Delisle, I should say. Trevor Ehrlicher from FDU does not have a time as he enters this event. But keep an eye on Aiden Budge, Owen Schultz, and Ryan McCauley.
You see Budge there getting the early lead, the sophomore out of CCSU. He took the cross-country season for his first time this past fall, and he finished 4th, which is a great finish for him, especially being an 800 runner. So he's got strength for sure.
Yeah, Budge with the 154.3 seed time is the best seed time among any athlete here in the NEC. McCauley very much in the picture as well. Running next to Budge, the teammates. And then it's John Flynn Jr. from St. Francis putting himself in the picture. Jordan Leon from Sacred Heart also not letting up. It's the top 2 runners in each heat and the next 2 best overall times, which you're going to need to be sub 156 to get there after a very impressive first race. When we talked about a heat that might provide all of the extra spots, that might have been heat 1.
Yeah, that was quick, and they're a little bit off that in this one, but you just got to go in there and try to take that first place spot to really solidify your spot in the final.
It's John Flynn Jr. in third. He's really pushing for top 2. McCauley and Budge create a wall of sorts. They're going to finish 1-2. It'll be 156.5 maybe, where those other times are going to be coming through. 156.3, 156.4. John Flynn Jr. at a 156.8. We'll put him behind those times to enter that final event. But Budge and McCauley from CCSU, he couldn't draw it up any better than that.
No, that's probably exactly what they were planning to do coming into that prelim, so they should be feeling good about it.
They go 1 and 2 on to heat number 3 in the preliminaries for the 800-meter run. We have 4 qualifiers as of right now from that initial heat, and we're going to see who's going to be making it on from heat 3 now. Jake Ireland from Central Connecticut, a force. Right now, Abby and Budge are the best times that are recorded. McCauley in that picture too. There could be 4 CCSU runners in the top 8. There likely will be. Ireland with the best time. The next best time to Darren Cofield at a 157. And Mohammed Kadri at a 156. Hunter Longo from Wagner also going to be in the picture along with Brandon Barreto.
Quadri out of Wagner was second actually last year in 2023. So this season not quite running as fast as he did last year, but he's sure ready probably to show up in the championship race.
He definitely has an opportunity to put in a big-time time here. And his seed time is still the second best of this heat, so it is possible we see Kadri pull something off here. But in the early going, it is FDU's Brandon Barreto. Barreto followed by Ireland. Then Cofield. Cofield has had a strong year so far.
This race is out pretty quick, so they're not sloshing around. They know they have to get after it to run that 156-ish time.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be sub 156.67 to qualify as a non-top 2 finisher. But right now, who are the top 2? It's CCSU's Jake Ireland, followed by Darren Cofield. Kadri in third place. And then FDU's Barreto is in fourth. Thomas Ford out of Stonehill in that first pack of 5. He's at the back, though, of that pack, and now they're starting to open up a bit of a difference here. And Kadri comes in and passes Cofield. It's Ireland 1. It's Kadri 2. And it's Cofield 3. Ireland a 155.9, Kadri a 156.47, and Cofield a 156.68. That might put him 1/100th of a second behind Matthew Malora from Stonehill earlier. And that, if Cofield ends up out on that, Kadri's in. He was number 2, but if Cofield ends up out on the 1/100th of a second, that would be a tough break for Cofield and this LIU team. Cofield, a really strong runner who might have just found himself on the tiniest of differences. And that's where every part of a race like this makes a difference, from how quickly you start from that opening gun to how strong your finish is, and whether you're leaning with the chest or leaning with the head or where you're leaning with can be the difference in a race like this.
Yeah, Cofield definitely ran all the way through the line.
He did. There's no question.
As you can see. But that's what every coach is going to tell you, and everyone knows it, but sometimes people slip up and they don't realize that, like you said, every second it comes down to.
Every second, or even every 100th of a second in this case.
Yeah.
We do have the final times in now as far as official qualifiers go, and the other times in the finish here.